Brad, congratulations on the new deal. It must be good to get your future sorted at the club.
Yeah, obviously I'm happy to be back. It was something I was quite calm about because I knew I always wanted to be here over the summer. But it's obviously good to get it done now and get ready to get going.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, pre-season training starts on Friday. But just before we talk about plans for the future, you've been here 2 seasons already. What have been the highlights of your time at Raith Rovers so far?
I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint one thing. There's been a lot of very good things. Obviously, promotion last year from League One was very good. But obviously, there's certain games you look back, like the East Fife game away was a great game, and then Hearts obviously at Tynecastle. But there's been a lot of good memories. Just hopefully we can make some more now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, last season it showed the potential in the club. You know, with that run to the playoff semi-finals and playing some great football along the way. You would have been keen to remain involved in what is a ongoing success story at Raith Rovers.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a credit to the gaffer and Smudger for putting the teams together that they have done and the way we've played, because it comes from them, the style of football that we want to play, and also just grinding at the results. It's something that they've always been quite keen on to get that into our game. So now it's just about going and making it that possible, and then obviously and keep building on that for this year.
Yeah. I mean, close season's always a time for change. And you would have seen some of the new signing announcements and obviously the pre-contracts that were announced last season. Is it an exciting time looking forward to meeting new teammates, maybe guys you've never played with before or you've only ever watched on the telly?
Yeah, exactly. So obviously it's good to get some new faces in, some fresh competition and stuff like that, but some different qualities it probably brings to the team, different people, you know, but the boys obviously that have come in have done well elsewhere, so that's why the gaffer's brought them in, so hopefully they can just continue that and do well here.
Yeah. And looking forward, there is some great games this season to look forward to. You know, there's the derby games with Dunfermline, you know, which every Rovers supporter and player looks forward to, as well as the new teams, or newish teams, Kilmarnock, Accies and Partick. There's a lot of quality going to be in this division again.
Yeah, it's obviously a lot of big clubs that have came down. Hamilton have been there for a long time, and Kilmarnock especially been in the Premiership for a long time, so I imagine they'll want to bounce right back up, but we've got ambitions also to go and try and challenge at the top, and even just get back in the playoffs again would be good. But at the end of the day, we just need to push on and make sure we're focused on ourselves and get the jobs done.
Yeah. And as a player, how much do you look at the other teams and what they're doing transfer-wise, or do you try and block it out and just focus on your own club?
Yeah, I think it's just about focusing on us. Obviously, you hear about it and who's signing who, but at the end of the day, it's all just 11 players that go in the park and play the game. So if we go and compete with them, we showed that last year, even with Hearts, it's a big budget and the players that they had some good players. So. And we haven't done well against them a couple of times, well, 1 or 2 maybe, but still, it's about just going and competing and trying and getting results.
A key feature last season was the style of football we played. You must be desperately keen to keep that going and get the likes of Louis Vaughan and new signings, James Keatings and Dario and Aidan on the ball, and help them set up and score goals.
Yeah, exactly. With Gaffers bringing in players that all want to play football and keep the ball on the ground and move it about and pass and move and all that thing. So if we can go and play it like we did last year in games, especially at times like at home to Dunfermline and that, so if we play it that, we'll be okay.
Yeah. And finally, with the change around in close season, there's always players come in and always players leave. I mean, I heard you're a bit of a tormentor of Ian Davidson, or you were at one point in the past. Sad to see him go. What a great career he's had at the Rovers.
Yeah, sad to see him go. He's a great guy. He's good to have around the place, especially, and he's a good player to play with. I enjoy playing with Davo a lot. Played with him obviously a good amount of times over the 2 years, and he's a great guy. He's obviously had a great career for a reason, because he's a very good player, and hopefully wish him all the best and he can get something else.
Great. Well, thanks for that, Brad. I'm sure we'll talk again throughout the season, but for now, best of luck for the future.
Cheers, thanks very much.
Cheers.